Now the sun is finally coming up. Let's see. I just saw Lily. There she is. There's my Anole. That's Lily. Where's she going? See part of her. She's kind of hiding. But that's my green Anole. She doesn't know what I'm doing. As you can see, their tails are intertwined over there. There's Lily, and then you can see Zeus's tail. That's over there. Trying to get a good picture of them. Yeah, there you go. You can see Lily's body right there. Right on that stick. Zeus's tail is sticking out. He's on the other side of that. That was a gerbil chew stick that you hang up from the top of the cages, but my gerbil didn't like it. She was not caring for it, and since it was wood, I thought it was pretty cool for the lizards to actually use it as a climbing tool. So I decided to stick it in here with these guys. And they actually use it too. They climb all over that thing. So I think it's pretty cool that you can actually use like certain like gerbil toys and hamster toys and bird toys. You can actually use them for your reptiles too. Especially if they're all wooden ones like that you're supposed to let them chew on and stuff. If they don't chew on them, use them for your reptiles, guys. It works all the same. Right, Lily? She's like, leave me alone this morning. I'm just trying to get a good picture of you. Just seeing what you're up to. What are you up to this morning, huh, girlfriend? Basking in the sun? Yeah, the sun's finally up. I fell asleep for like half an hour. This is horrible. I hate having a cold. I don't sleep very well when I don't feel good, so I'll just keep filming my darlings. Of course, I had to put a towel over poor Pumpkin. Pumpkin's like, oh god. Pumpkin squished herself down at the bottom of her cobweb. She like ran to the bottom as soon as the sun started coming out, so I put this towel up. But it's the only rack system that I have, like a shelving system I have. And it's like, I feel bad. Because most of my spiders are all on these shelves, obviously. And it's like, well, Autumn's up there and Aragog is right there in front of Avery's cage. Miss Avery's up. She's eating her salad. She's got an attitude. And of course Lestat flipped out because I put my leg down here on the ground next to his freaking giant cage. And he ran off. Yep. He got mad and slithered off. Okay, that's fine. He'll come back out. But his cage is so freaking tall. So, yeah, I gotta find a special shelf to put his cage on. But, like, his cage, it takes up, his cage is from, like, from here to up here. So, it's pretty tall. So, yeah, I would have to take out, like, let me zoom out. To put his cage up on here, I would have to take out this middle shelf. Because it'd sit there and it would come up to about here. So his cage is actually pretty tall. It might not look like it on the camera, but trust and believe, his cage is actually pretty freaking tall. There's my beautiful beta. And of course, obviously, you can tell it's early in the morning. The fish tank is all lit up. Fishies are looking beautiful. Look how big my Placo's getting. My Placo's getting huge. I got so many different species of fish in here. I just cut back this this jungle in here. I keep having to cut back these plants. These plants are growing insane. Like, I don't know how many times I cut this. As you can see, all the times I've cut this plant. It just grows so crazy. That just shows how good of a job I'm doing with this tank. It's like a freaking constant jungle in here. Right, guys, I trim it back once a month. Because like I said, it grows insane. But my fish are doing so beautiful. This tank is going to be such a pain in the butt to tear down when I move. Oh my god, it's going to be a pain in the butt to move this tank. And that's the one thing I'm worried about when it comes to moving, is my fish tank. Obviously, I'm going to use the aquarium water to bag all the fish up in. And I have a special cooler and a special system of how I'm going to move them. But I'm scared of moving this tank. This tank will be moved last, most definitely. I'm glad it's only a 5-gallon. If anything bigger, yeah, I know I'd cry. I don't know how people move with big tanks, but I know it ain't easy. I'm only working with 5-gallon. Other people have like these huge gallon tanks. But of course, they have money and special movers and all this and that to be able to do it. The betas should be easy. The betas aren't going to be a problem. I'm just going to lower half of their water and just leave them in their tanks and just move them in the tanks. Well, the ones that are in the small bowls anyways. I'm just going to move them that way. And the other ones, I have lids and tops that actually go up on top of there, but I don't know. I really don't prefer putting tops on top of my tanks that much. There it is, midnight. He's finally just sitting over here relaxing. I love this 360 tank. This is another reason why I don't like putting lids on top of my tanks. Because I can stand up and I can just look inside of their aquariums. And it just looks so cool. This tank took forever for plants to actually grow in here. They would used to die and I would have had so many problems in the beginning with this. Now look at it. It's like a jungle. I pruned it like several times already. I'm gonna have to cut it back again. But yeah, it's actually doing really beautiful now. I'm actually quite happy how this tank turned out. Sucks that JK killed himself. My beta that was in here before committed suicide, JK, which sucks. Oh, this towel's falling. Crap. There's my big girl Morticia. She is a beautiful baby blue and orange today. Hi, sweetie. What you doing? You chilling in there, baby girl? And yeah, you're happy. I fed her a bunch of crickets last night. She is my velociraptor. This girl loves to eat. I mean, she loves to eat. She is a very good eater. See that you pooped at the bottom again. Ugh, it is such a pain in the butt to clean her cage, though. I'm gonna have to chase her the whole way into her cork bark over on this side later, just to clean her cage. Right? Like, she is not easy to clean. Anybody that has tokay geckos know they're not an easy species to work with, but I don't care. Hi, sweetheart. Tokay geckos were one of my first geckos that I ever owned. When I was 18, my first tokay gecko was a male. His name was Rex. And of course now I have my other Rex, which is, he's over here, and that's my marbled gecko. He looks like a tokay though. I got a spray inside of the human hides today because they're starting to dry out. You always gotta make sure your leopard geckos have human hides. Always, always, always. It's the number one thing that they definitely need, especially when they start to shed. You don't want them to get stuck sheds. That is horrible for an animal to go through, reptiles to go through. I'm still waiting for Pumpkin to molt. I'm really not sure. Like, I'm about to make a video of her and send it to either Tarantula Cat or Petco and see if maybe they could figure out if she's in pre-molt or what. As you see, Avery's tail right there. She's getting over shedding. There's a cricket. There's crickets all over my room, guys. It's crazy. Where'd that cricket go? It just fell in the box. I know it. It got away from me. Grr. Stupid crickets. They drive me nuts. Hi, Avery. How are we this morning, girlfriend? Are you happy about your big salad? I made you a big salad today. What do you think about that? She's like, why are you pointing that thing in my face? She's such a meanie. I love her, but she can be mean. Hi, baby. What you doing? She is gonna be fun to move come time I move. She's gonna be the worst thing possible of trying to deal with when it comes to moving. She's gonna be hard because I can't keep any of them. All of them are coming out of their cages. Nobody's staying in their cage when I move them. And they're all coming out of their enclosures. I have special packaging boxes and everything. But she's gonna be a real fun. I'm gonna actually get one of those big clothing totes or stacking totes to put her in. Of course, I'm gonna put I have a blankie for her that looks like her little towel there. I bought baby receiving blankets that look like that so it doesn't piss her off because she loves that damn thing. That's like her blanket. She's attached to that thing. Auntie, you love your blankie. She tore apart her cage the other day because I took it out to wash it and she flipped her bowls and everything. I stuck it back in and now everything's okay. Right, baby? I'm sorry I took away your blankie. I'm so sorry. You're so cute. She's like, get away from me. She's like, leave me alone. Don't worry, guys. When I get near my animals when I'm sick, I wear a mask and stuff. Right, Mommy wears a mask. Because we can't have you getting sick. I'm going to miss your cage soon, Miss Thing. Look how beautiful green she is. Her top part is done shedding. It's just left on her tail. But look at her chest. Her chest is bright green. She has such a beautiful coloring. I love red iguanas. They're so gorgeous. So gorgeous. My green iguana was beautiful. She was a beautiful bright green. But Miss Avery here, she is a beautiful red iguana. Right, honey? You're my baby girl. My beautiful red iguana. She's like, don't talk about other iguanas in front of me. She's my diva. She is. She's one of my divas. That's my Velociraptor right there. Right, Morticia? These two are so mean. Look, Aragog's coming out. Aragog, buddy. You coming out? Oh, look what you did to your water dish, bro. How am I supposed to clean that? He guards his water dish with his life. I swear it. Gotta somehow get his water dish out and clean that. Dude, what'd you do to it? How am I supposed to clean that? You're too protective of your water bowl, man. You're like a pain in my butt when it comes to your water dish. But I have to do it. Sometimes I grab cooking tongs, these really big tongs, and pick it up by the side and pull it out real fast. I'll tap the tongs twice. But it's whatever, it needs cleaned. So I'm gonna have to take it out then. But he's so pretty. I love my striped knee tarantulas. At least you can see him. I wish you could see Wednesday. She's burrowed the whole way down at the bottom of her cage. And it's hard to lift up her cage because her cage is impacted with freaking Oh my god, her cage is so filled with soil. He doesn't really burrow deep down like she does. He mostly stays up top here. He likes being in that cork bark. Now, I do have a good amount of substrate in here for him. But he prefers this cork bark. Because on the other side, down over here, on this side, like, there's a lot of, like, it's a lot of substrate. This side's actually deeper, but he prefers the other side. I love how his cage came out, though. It made his cage a lot of fun for him to climb over and stuff. Look at Morticia. She's funny. Lestat didn't come back out yet. He's hidden. Look, I'll show you where Lestat is. Dude. Hi, buddy. You hiding? I'm sorry. You mad at me? That's where he hides most of the day. He gets so finicky and he hides down there. He'll be asking his son when he gets up at like 4 or 5 in the morning when he knows, like, he thinks I'm sleeping and it's all quiet and dark still. And then next thing you know, if I move my leg or if I walk around this area taking care of all the other reptiles, he will cram himself down underneath his cork bark. Well, his piece of wood. Cork bark's on the other side, but he's a funny little guy. I gotta look for Cersei later to make sure she's okay. Let's see how this side's doing. Of course, Leona's sleeping. Bella's in her cave area. The little ones are all in their spots. Let's see if I can find Jace at all. Jace might be at the bottom. I don't see Jace right now either. He must be at the way bottom. Of course, he hunts. He constantly hunting, so he might actually be sleeping. This is his resting period. Beta's inside, obviously in her cork bark right there. She knows it's daytime, so she goes into hiding. Same with Clary. Alright, guys. My throat is really starting to become really dry and itchy. I need to go grab a drink and stuff, but I will catch up with you guys a little bit later. And we'll see who's all out and who's doing what this morning. Because 10 to 1 I probably won't be able to sleep that well. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.